Let's dive into the microverse. Imagine a world so tiny, you need a microscope just to see its inhabitants. This is where some of the most fascinating science happens, right under our noses, yet invisible to the naked eye. Bill Nye here. Today, we're exploring something amazing: microbiological assays. These are special tests scientists use to unlock the secrets of the microscopic world, helping us understand how tiny organisms interact with the things we use every day. Think of it as being a detective, but instead of a crime scene, our clues are in a petri dish. Every swirl, every colony tells a story about what's happening on a microscopic level. We're on a mission to see how tiny living things like bacteria help ensure our medicines are safe and effective. These little helpers can reveal if a medicine will work as intended, or if it needs more testing. This isn't just for scientists in fancy labs, it's for anyone curious about how we know a pill will work. The results of these tests affect everyone, from doctors and pharmacists to you and your family. These tests happen every day to keep us healthy. Without them, we wouldn't have the confidence that our medicines are both safe and powerful enough to do their job. We'll use simple ideas and real-life examples to make it all click. No complicated jargon, just clear, fun science you can understand and share. Get your curiosity engines running. We're about to blast off into the invisible world of microbes. There's a whole universe to discover, and it's more exciting than you might think. The science is cool, the impact is huge, and you're about to become an expert. By the end, you'll see how these tiny tests make a big difference in our lives. Our guide is the spirit of discovery, inspired by scientists like Dr. Satish, who use these assays to protect public health. Their dedication helps keep our world safer and healthier. We'll see how a few simple ingredients, nutrients, microbes, and a test substance can give us answers that save lives. It's like cooking up a recipe for discovery. Ready? Let's get started on our exploration of the mighty microbiological assay. Consider the following and prepare to be amazed by the wonders of science. What is a microbiological assay? Let's break it down together and see why it matters so much in science and medicine. Microbiological means we're dealing with microorganisms, tiny living things like bacteria or yeast. These are organisms so small, you need a microscope just to see them, but they play a huge role in our world. An assay is just a scientific test, a way to measure or analyze something in a controlled way. So, a microbiological assay is a test that uses microbes to measure something, like the strength or effectiveness of a medicine, a vitamin, or even a food preservative. Imagine you want to know how spicy a chili is. You taste it to judge its heat. That's your personal assay. In a microbiological assay, microbes taste the medicine for us. They react to what's present, giving us a living readout. If the antibiotic is strong, it stops bacteria from growing, creating a clear zone where no bacteria survive. If it's weak, bacteria keep multiplying, and the clear zone is much smaller or even absent. By measuring how much the microbes are affected, like the size of that clear zone, we figure out the strength or potency of the substance being tested. It's a clever way to get precise answers from the biological world using living organisms as our measuring tools. Unlike chemical tests, these assays show us the real biological effect. Does the medicine actually work in a living system, not just on paper? Sometimes, a chemical might be present, but not active, so a chemical test alone isn't enough. Microbes only respond to the active form, revealing what's truly effective and what isn't. That's why microbiological assays are essential for making sure our medicines are truly effective and safe for people to use. They're our living measurement system for safety and potency, bridging the gap between chemistry and biology in the real world. Why are these assays so important? It might seem like a small step in a huge process, but these tests are the gatekeepers of our health. It's all about health and safety. Every single test is a safeguard, protecting patients from unseen dangers. When you take medicine, you need to know it works. You trust that what's inside the bottle will do its job, and that trust is built on these tests. Microbiological assays are the quality check for potency. They make sure each dose is strong enough to fight infection, but not so strong it causes harm. Too weak, and the medicine won't help. And it can even lead to antibiotic resistance. That's a global health threat, making infections harder to treat. These tests are required by agencies like the FDA to ensure every batch is safe and effective. Without them, there would be no way to guarantee quality. They also check for purity, making sure medicines aren't contaminated. Even a tiny impurity can have serious consequences for patients. For sterile products like vaccines, special assays confirm there are no unwanted germs. This is especially critical for people with weakened immune systems. If nothing grows in the test, the medicine is safe to use. It's a simple result, but it means everything for patient safety. These tests are vital for anything injected into the body. Injections bypass many of the body's natural defenses, so safety is even more important. Doctors also use assays to identify which bacteria are causing an infection and which antibiotics will work best. This helps avoid trial and error treatments. This is called susceptibility testing, personalized medicine guided by microbes. It's a powerful tool for fighting infections efficiently. Microbiological assays help doctors make smart, targeted treatment decisions. They reduce guesswork and improve patient outcomes. They're a fundamental part of modern healthcare, quietly working behind the scenes to keep us safe, healthy, and confident in the medicines we rely on. Where do we see microbiological assays in action? Their main job is testing antibiotics. Every new batch of antibiotics is tested to confirm its strength using standard bacteria. This ensures your medicine is powerful enough to fight infection. But it's not just antibiotics. These assays also measure vitamins in foods and supplements. Some microbes need specific vitamins to grow, so scientists use them to test vitamin content. Sterility testing is another big use, making sure products like injectables and eye drops are free from contamination. If any microbe grows in the test, the product fails. Assays also check if preservatives in products like lotions and syrups actually work. Scientists add microbes to the product and see if the preservative keeps them from growing. From fighting infections to ensuring product safety, these assays are the unsung heroes of medicine and consumer goods. They keep us safe every day. How do scientists perform these assays? One classic method is the diffusion assay, or agar diffusion. Picture a Petri dish with bacteria spread on agar. Place a paper disc soaked in antibiotic on the surface. The antibiotic spreads out, creating a clear circle where bacteria can't grow, the zone of inhibition. The bigger the circle, the stronger the antibiotic. Another method is the turbidimetric assay using liquid broth in test tubes. Bacteria make the broth cloudy as they grow. Scientists add different concentrations of antibiotic and measure how cloudy each tube gets. A clear tube means the antibiotic worked. A cloudy one means it didn't. By comparing cloudiness, scientists calculate the antibiotic's strength. Turbidimetric assays are faster and can be automated for many samples. Both methods are powerful tools for measuring medicine potency. Simple, visual, and effective. That's how we test the power of our drugs. Let's see a real example, testing a new batch of penicillin. First, scientists prepare Petri dishes with agar and a strain of bacteria sensitive to penicillin. They place paper discs with the new penicillin and a reference standard on the plates. After incubation at body temperature, the penicillin diffuses, creating clear zones where bacteria can't grow. Scientists measure the diameter of these zones. If the new batch's zone matches or exceeds the standard, it's potent and effective. If it's smaller, the batch is too weak and gets rejected. This simple test ensures only high-quality penicillin reaches patients. It's a visual, reliable way to guarantee medicine works. Mission accomplished. That's quality control in action. Microbiological assays are powerful, but not always easy. They can be slow. Waiting for microbes to grow takes time, sometimes days. In urgent cases, this delay is a big challenge. Results can also vary, since living things are unpredictable. Small differences in temperature or technique can affect outcomes. Scientists run multiple tests and use statistics to ensure accuracy. Antibiotic resistance is another hurdle. Bacteria evolve, so assays must adapt. These tests are also labor-intensive and require skilled technicians. Manual steps can introduce human error. That's why there's a push for innovation and automation in microbiology. Overcoming these challenges keeps our medicines safe and effective. What's next for microbiological assays? Automation is transforming the field. Robots can prepare samples, move plates, and read results, speeding up the process and reducing errors. Miniaturization allows hundreds of tests on tiny plates, high-throughput screening for new antibiotics. Scientists can test thousands of compounds at once, searching for the next breakthrough. Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing data analysis. Advanced imaging and AI can spot subtle patterns, predict resistance, and catch problems early. This fusion of biology and computer science makes assays faster and smarter. The journey of microbiological assays shows how science evolves: curiosity, challenge, and constant improvement. From petri dish to patient, these tests are vital for modern healthcare. Stay curious, ask questions, and keep exploring the world of science. The more we understand, the healthier our world becomes. Science rules, and that's the power of the microverse.
If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, like, and share it with others who'd benefit. See you.